Okay, so enough time has passed and some parts have arrived, so we're ready to continue with our double DX7 Odyssey. So let's get over there and have a little look. So one of them, this one doesn't work at all. It's got a missing slider, I don't know where that is, and the older Frankenstein side panels. This one's definitely the worst. So we're going to replace the reefer capacitor, or the safety capacitor, on the power supply board, and we're going to replace the internal batteries and then reload the sounds and hope for the best. Let's get to it. DX7 brain is removed. So, got a lot of stuff. I'll zoom in a bit. So this is the power supply board with the infamous reefer capacitor on it. I got this nifty little tester on eBay. Just a cheap Chinese thing, but it's actually really cool. So managed to find out that these capacitors seem to be non-polarized. So don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we'll start by soldering up this power supply. The capacitor is exactly the right lead pitch, so it's holding itself really well in the hole. So we'll just give ourselves a little spot of the older flux. How are we doing? Let's go a bit hotter. Get ourselves soldered. That'll be right. So there we go, simple as that. That's that bit done. Find some fluids. Snip off the excess bits of lead. Now, being nice big solder joins, I don't have to go and get my magnifying glass and inspect them. See with my Mark 1 human eyeball, even though it's not very good, but those solder joints are fine. Whoa. Okay, so here is the main board, and that battery not looking very professional, and there's a bit of an air gap there on that positive lead. So yeah, let's get shut of this rubbish. So I found these holes don't exactly line up, so I've got a plan. So I've got some copper wire here. What I'm going to do is solder that to there. Right, well, let's get the thing back together. So I've put the power supply board back in. Okay, so I fired up my computer. I got MIDI aux going. I made myself this notepad document, which reminds me how to send the patches to the DX7. Credit to Synthmania, who's actually a user on YouTube, who makes some great videos and awesome demos, for that little nugget there. That little nugget there. Press 8 to set function control sysinfo available on the display on the DX7, and I sent the data over my awesomely crap Tascam MIDI and audio interface that I actually use for recording as well. And yeah, there we go. We've got our patches loaded. You probably can't see the display there, but it doesn't say nonsense. It has patches, and they're all there. That's a nice spooky one. Yeah, so there we go. We've restored a DX7 to life. So now it needs all the screws put back in, a good clean up, and we've got to try and find a slider cap for that data entry encoder. Yeah, cool. So rinse and repeat. We've got another one to do. Okay, so I had a little dig around and I've found stand-in. It's not perfect, but it's better than nothing, and we can get the maximum minimum values on the slider with it, so it'll do for now. Okay, so having repaired one DX7, why stop there? So here's another one. Problem with this one is quite subtle, but there it is. Do you hear that? A little bit of distortion. So we'll see if replacing that reefer capacitor helps with that. We'll also replace the battery while we're in there, even though this one is remembering its presets. We'll just do that as part of the service. So let's do that and see how this one turns out. Okay, so we're inside, and there's the capacitor. It's not as bad as the other one, but it is bulged, and it's got a crack in it. So yeah, could be a good suss to replace it. And there's the battery. It's one of the solder on kind, solder tag kind. So we'll replace that with a battery holder. Right, we're back. So we're all sorted. All the distortion is gone.